Aquarius, unicorn of the zodiac, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy here at the Renaissance Tarot, where I serve and I slay real good. So dear Aquarius, today I'm going to be doing your reading from October 20th to the 26th, and in this reading I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the main challenge and get some final advice for you. Now, dear Aquarius, I would like to thank to each and every one of you for your beautiful presence. Thank you so much for being here. These are general readings, dear Aquarius, so they may resonate with you and they may not. And I know that new Aquariuses will ask, why are you calling us? Why is he calling us unicorn? Because you know you're very unique, one of a kind, one of one. So let's get into your reading and see what's going on for you. Okay, so Aquarius, your challenge from October 20th to the 26th is the Fool, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Cups. So Aquarius, your challenge here has to do a lot with the Fool, which is actually a very nice energy. It is about a brand new beginning. It is about a fresh start, okay? Like having this rejuvenated beginning, stepping into the unknown, right? And I do see here, this might be a challenge. I'm seeing here Five of Wands on top of your reading. Like there is some sort of a conflict that you're wanting to resolve before you move forward, having a brand new beginning. Now at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see is Seven of Cups. I think you're going to see this very soon because you're super smart and aware. I think that there is a lot of like things in front of you that you're dealing with. Before you have a brand new beginning, you might be dealing with some situations, okay, and then have this fresh start. We're going to find out more. Now, in the recent past, you have the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. So in the recent past, some of you were in a connection with someone, possibly a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or Sun, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Something here started off very passionately. There was a lot of passion. There was a lot of enthusiasm. I see here you building something with the Eight of Pentacles with this individual. We're going to get back to this and clarify shortly. In the present moment, you have the Ace of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. So in the present moment, dear Aquarius, there is a situation that's calling your attention. There is a conflict with the Five of Wands, okay? There is a love offer, there is a fresh start, there is a new beginning, but I'm getting this energy of an unresolved and an unfinished conflict that's your attention is being called on to. We're going to get back to this and clarify shortly. In the near future, you have the Four of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Five of Swords. So in the near future, I do see here, you know, kind of like pulling back with the Four of Pentacles, okay? Protecting your energy, protecting your peace. You could be dealing with an Aries or someone that's a little bit older than you, or vice versa. There is a conflict. There is a conflict that resurfaces back again, and I think that with the Emperor energy, it requires this, you know, authority. It requires this strength to really deal with that before you want to have a brand new beginning here, okay? So let's get into your reading, 333 on the timer, and see what this is about and clarify all the cards for you. So, dear Aquarius, I'm going to clarify your main challenge, which is the Fool. My cutie patootie. Let's see what's going on for you, Aquarius. So the Fool is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. You have a decision here to make, okay, for the upcoming weeks or so. There is a major decision in regards to whether you want to be solo or whether you want to actually, you want a company or you want to be with this person. Some of you have children with this person already, or maybe they have children, you have children. There is this family dynamic here that you're really trying to decide. I do get this sense of here someone didn't want to commit to you, or there was a lack of commitment. There was supposed to be a marriage and it didn't happen. And for many of you, Aquarius, it's been kind of a struggle. You want to be on your own. You do want to be, you're a very independent sign. You're not dependent on anyone. So there is this sense of here wanting to do your own thing. Maybe you want to start a business of your own. You want to increase your financial situation. And when it comes to this person, there is a lot of factors here involved. We're going to talk more about this, but I'm getting here, there is something here about someone that needs to go through a lot of healing, or you're dealing with someone that has to do a lot of internal work, okay? Because the Six of Swords here is the healing card. This is transitioning. This is moving on from the chaos, from the choppy waters to more tranquil and peaceful waters. It's a strong indication of a lot of internal work going on. Okay, there is a little child by her mother. So there's also an indication of someone healing their inner child. Could be you doing that within yourself. And you know, all of this is really preparing you for that brand new beginning here of the Fool. Okay, and this could include whether you want to be with someone here or not, or you know, or you just want to dismiss them and move forward. Okay, so in the recent past, Aquarius, let's talk about the Queen of Wands. You were dealing with possibly a fire sign. I'm getting here Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. The Queen of Wands is clarified by the Two of Swords, the Hermit, and the Emperor. A lot of you could have been a Scorpio also, but what I'm getting here is someone here was being very hot and cold and on and off with you here in the recent past, and you really try to understand why. Like, why was this person with the Two of Swords kind of being inconsistent? And also, you try to really trust your intuition. You were trying to really see the purpose of this person in your life, the purpose of this connection in your life. With the Emperor here showing up in the past, which is also showing up in the near future as well. That's telling me there is a connection, okay, about the past and the future. And we're going to talk about this more. Now, this is someone that maybe with the Emperor energy, an entrepreneur, a business owner, or someone that owns something you were dealing with. Could have been your boss. Now I'm kidding, don't get involved with your boss. But the Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the High Priestess, the Magician, and the Sun. So I do see here some sort of a manifestation coming through between you and someone else. A lot of happiness, some sort of a, you know, there was like fruits of the labor, right? A lot of hard work being put into it, and this brought a lot of happiness to you and to this person. The Page of Wands in the past is clarified by the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. So in the recent past, Aquarius, I do see here, you know, going like in separate ways, okay? There came a point when you and this person kind of started heading towards different directions, different ways, and, you know, there also could have been there could have been a situation involving like money and career and like who's gonna go where, who's gonna do what, like that type of a situation in the recent past. I do see here someone also not being able to really provide you the emotional availability, the emotional support that you truly needed. And this might have also kind of made you like to really focus on yourself, okay? Now, in the present moment, you have the Knight of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. So let's talk about the Knight of Wands. I do get this sense of here, it's the same Knight of Wands that maybe walked away from you or disconnected in the past. Now, Aquarius, this is someone that's wanting to come forward to you and either resolve a conflict, okay, resolve a conflict, like make something happen, make something right. And then right after that comes the Ace of Cups, which is a love offer. So the Knight of Wands is clarified by the Death card here, the Knight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. Yeah. So this is someone that walked away from you and things ended between you and this person. However, there is a lot of transformation that's actually happening right now in your life specifically also. Like I would say, this is happening on a very deeper and on a very larger scale, okay, for many of you. The Death card here talks about transformation, Aquarius. The Knight of Cups and Eight of Cups is right now in the present moment. This could be also you kind of disconnecting from something or from someone and focusing on yourself, like what matters to you, what's important to you. Your happiness comes first right now. A lot of you also are removing yourself from some sort of a toxic environment. It could be work environment, it could be family members, it could be a lot of things that are, you know, it gets very chaotic, and you want to make sure that you are in the right state of mind, in the right state of being, because I think there has been a lot of pressure on you recently, and it's been very difficult for you to navigate. You're an air sign, so you got the team. You're doing a lot of thinking, a lot of contemplation. So the Five of Wands is clarified by the Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. So I'm seeing here two stories, very obvious. You know, I like to keep it straightforward to the point. So Aquarius, number one, someone here that you were in connection with, I think you were kind of receiving some breadcrumbs from this person, begging for their attention or whatever it might have been, and that created a lot of confusion. You have the Seven of Cups here at the bottom of the deck in the other deck, and you also have the Seven of Cups here showing up. Okay, so this is talking about the very fact that you are kind of trying to really make sense of this situation, right? You're not someone here that's gonna just sit here and beg for breadcrumbs and for someone to be consistent in their communication towards you or their love towards you. That's honestly the energy that I'm picking up for this upcoming week. You know, the conflict here that arises, it's just lack of. Now, number two, I want to mention, I know this is a love reading, but I love to give as much information as I can. This is about also, you might be working at a place where your financial situation is just not improving. You feel like you're just kind of like begging for a raise, begging for a bonus, and it's just kind of your financial situation, instead of like improving, it's just very stagnant. Even more, there's like more bills piling up, or there's more things to deal with. So I do strongly feel like here that in the present moment, for many of you, you are trying to really resolve a big conflict in your life, like a major conflict, and you're thinking about the solution because you are a, solution-based sign, solution-based mindset sign. So you like to, come up with the right solutions for you, right? So when it comes to love, and when it comes to love offer here with the Ace of Cups, there could be an offer coming in towards your way, and you could have a brand new beginning in love also with someone. So the Ace of Cups is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the Judgment. Scorpio energy here, Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So I do see here the history between you and someone else, okay? History, months, years or so. And I do get this energy of you wanting to really make a decision whether you would want to invest your resources and your time and your energy into this connection to build it or not. Is the vision there? Yes. But I think that for many of you, you're really kind of holding back because you don't want to be in a place where you're constantly just giving and giving and giving and investing yourself. Okay, so there could be an offer coming in towards your way, which talks about a brand new beginning. That's why this is your challenge. But there also has to be some sort of an unfinished business between you and this person that needs its own resolution, for you and this person to really come into some sort of an equilibrium, and in terms of deciding which direction you both want to move forward to. We are in Libra season now, transitioning into Scorpio, so those are very two different energies, right? The Libra is about relationships, friendships, partnerships, romance, and all that, and then the Scorpio is about transformation, going deep within ourselves, reevaluating, reinventing ourselves. So for a lot of you, you're really reevaluating your relationships and your connections with people, with yourself, and you're letting go of the things that no longer serve you and wanna just be having a brand new beginning here, right? Just embark onto a new journey with nothing, having nothing hold you back from the past. So in the near future, you have the Four of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Five of Swords. So Four of Pentacles here is, I do see here some sort of a closed off energy or holding back energy. The Four of Pentacles, dear Aquarius, in the near future is clarified by the Justice here, the Strength, and the Four of Swords. I do see here some sort of a situation, coming into its balance, into its equilibrium here. Definitely a lot of healing happening. Could be dealing with the Leo, Libra, Aries, Libra, could have been an Aries also, but Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. So for a lot of you, there is definitely this energy of wanting to create peace, right? And maybe there is a moment when you feel like you gotta just hold back. You gotta just go within yourself and maybe just, really watch on how much you're really investing into a connection, into a situation before you give yourself fully to people. And I always keep it very real here onto the channel. So, I'm just gonna say that's what I see here happening. Now, the Emperor here in the near future, it seems like it's the same Emperor that also showed up in the past. There is definitely some sort of a power figure here. Authority clarified by the Five of Cups, King of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. I do get the sense of here that someone, feels very sad and affected over the fact that maybe you're holding back, or maybe you're in this place of kind of like, detaching. But here is the thing that's going to actually allow you and this person to let go of something from the past with the Ten of Wands. What is it that you both need to let go of from the past? What is it that both of you need to really release from the past in order for you to find the resolution for you in the near future? Because the Five of Swords here, I do see here, you kind of like almost are a little bit on edge, okay, and anticipating that some sort of a fight or some sort of a conflict is going to break out, and you want to be very careful not to let that happen again, okay? Because it kind of disturbed your peace in the past. Now, Aquarius, let's talk about the Five of Swords in the near future, about the solution. The Five of Swords is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, King of Swords, and the Seven of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom. So this is about a change of events, some sort of a turning point. And, I think that when you become very firm in the intention that you put out there, what is it that you truly want What is it that's best for you, right? What is it that you want to manifest, you create, what's best for you? I think that when you become clear about that, the universe is going to bring the good things for you, towards you. The universe is going to bring certain situations into its place where things will change in a way that is going to actually benefit you and the other person as well simultaneously. There is a lot of challenges, and I'm seeing here you not being afraid to face those challenges as the King of Swords, right? Having the sword in your hand, facing these issues head on and dealing with them. Because it's about, dealing with those issues face to face, head on, and not sweeping them under the rug. Taking accountability, taking responsibility, and wanting to heal things and to face things in order for you to move forward. Because I see here, Aquarius, in the past, maybe you kind of give the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you were kind of like, a little bit, whatever, we'll just brush it off and move on. And that's why there is this accumulated frustration or this accumulated energy that you're just going to transmute. And when you transmute that and you deal with these issues head on, then you're going to be able to have a brand new beginning here with the Fool. Okay, so let's get the advice and see what is it that you need to know. What is the final advice? So Aquarius, your advice here is the High Priestess, the Hanged Man, and the Seven of Cups. Pisces energy here as well, Virgo. Okay, so the Seven of Cups showed up again. Of course, you have a lot of choices and decisions that you really need to make. I do get the sense of here, first of all, not gonna deny the fact that the Hanged Man and the High Priestess together, this talks about one of the most powerful spiritual journeys that a person can have. One of the most powerful spiritual cards out there. Okay, the Hangman is talking about illumination, seeing the world from a higher level of consciousness, from a different level of consciousness, more enlightened level of understanding. And the High Priestess is talking about, uncovering and discovering certain hidden things and really just going deep within your spirituality and your spiritual journey. And you may say, well, I'm not really interested in all of that. Like, talk to me about the person. But here's the thing. When you learn when you heal, you also learn how to process pain, okay? And you don't let the pain stay in your body, but you transmute that. And one of the things that any kind of a breakup or separation can teach a person is self-love. And that love is the thing that can conquer anything and everything. Love is the powerful force that's actually going to allow you to have a brand new beginning here, okay, with the Fool. New beginning in love, new beginning in career, new beginning for yourself, and not letting anything to hold you back from the past. So the advice here for you is you have a lot to deal with, and I see here you dealing with them, one by one, not rushing into it, not sweeping them under the rug. And, it's just about you not chasing after anything. The Hangman energy is just knowing, okay? It's a different perspective. It's just looking at the situation. If someone was not connecting with you, if there was a disconnection, if certain things happened, someone went a different way. All of this that's actually teaching you is to look at this situation from a higher level of consciousness and understanding, right? What are you learning personally from this? Are you giving yourself the second chance yourself to have a brand new beginning? And you being good with or without this person. And that's the true power of manifestation, okay? And attracting the right person and the right thing into your life, because you're becoming the right person for you to be with the right person. So, dear Aquarius, this is what I had for you. I hope that this helped. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.